You're listening to Off the Vine with Kaitlyn Bristowe.
Hey, Vinos, real quick, if you are listening right now, which obviously you are or you wouldn't be hearing this, can you hit the subscribe or follow button on whatever platform you're on? Please. That one simple thing helps more than you even realize. It allows me to keep growing on this podcast and making these episodes the best they can possibly be, obviously for you. That's the only favor I'm going to ever ask, okay? It truly means the world to me. Thank you. Now let's get into it. Okay, so welcome to Off the Vine. I'm your host, Kaitlyn Bristowe. Merry Christmas or whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays, whatever it is to you. Today it is Christmas for us, but this is our Christmas episode. And I said, what better way to Merry Christmas, let's talk about skin.
Amen. Hopefully you got some skincare in your stocking.
I better. That's all I'm a hoe for candles and skincare and dogs. That is like... Those are my pillars. If you want to make me happy, do those three things. But we have Elisabeth Smith in the studio today, and we talk all about debunking myths around Botox. We talk about filler, the right and the wrong way to do it. We talk about GLP-1s. We talk about literally the highs, lows, the goods, the bads, and what you need to know from one of the most researched people I know on the planet about it. So a lot of people are out there just trying to go viral, but I said, let's talk to the source that I know has done her work. This lady works on, I called you lady. This lady works on cadavers. Why can I ever say that word?
I like it.
People's heads who have donated their heads to science. And this is science. I am a science podcast now. Also, she is my injector. She is my skincare guru and the person that I go to when I want to understand what's actually worth doing versus what's just trending on TikTok.
Integrity over trends any day.
Integrity over trends, she says. I love that. She's the founder of Indie Skin in Nashville. Obviously, it's like my second home. And just a very grounded, honest approach to beauty and nothing overdone, nothing gimmicky. You're just like straight, tried and true, which I really like. So today we're just answering all the questions.
All the things.
All the things without panic or pressure.
No pressure added.
No pressure added. Okay, thank you. And I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year. You can watch this or listen whenever. It comes out Christmas Day, but this is an evergreen episode that you can always come back to.
All year round, baby.
Oh my God, it's 11/11. It is.
I love that.
I wish for a halo laser facial today.
Your wish is my command.
Yes, I'm doing it. Okay, I wanted to start with a bunch of questions. Well, I have like a million questions. I feel like people are genuinely just confused right now. And I know we talked about this the last time with how many people get misinformation of Botox or they just want to go viral. So they start talking about it, even if it's controversial and they don't even know what they're talking about. Like it's so annoying, but I'm like, let's go straight to the source of the most knowledgeable woman I know when it comes to skin injections, all of the things that you do, you know, and you are a geek about it. Like you geek out over, you go to conventions, you speak at events, you speak at conventions, like you know everything. And so I'm like, I could have you on once a month and people would be interested in it because it's fascinating and it's good to hear it from you.
Well, thank you.
You're so welcome. And you look so pretty right now.
Oh, wow.
Your hair is just herring and like your pants are panting.
You know, I love that you say my hair is herring because one of the things we need to talk about is the myth of like GLPs and hair.
Oh, I would love to talk about that because I've actually said that on a couple podcasts where I'm like, doesn't it cause hair loss? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to do it, guys. We're talking about GLP-1s today, but we're going to start with the biggest misunderstanding. What do you think people misunderstand most about Botox and filler?
One of the big ones I think is if you start Botox, if you stop, you'll look worse. Like,
do people say that?
Yeah. Huh. They're so afraid. They're like, oh, if I start Botox and I just stopped it, does that mean I'm going to look even worse? And the answer is absolutely not.
Because it's preventative, right?
It's so preventative. You just paused aging the whole time that you did it.
Right.
So that's one. The other thing is that you have to be frozen.
Oh, yeah.
That's a total myth. Like you.
I have movement. I hate frozen.
I mean, me too. I always keep movement.
Yeah.
So that's another huge myth. Another one is that you're going to get some crazy, weird neurological or paralyzation of something just by using Botox. And then the last one is like that filler just automatically will migrate. And they say it lasts forever. It lasts a long time.
Yeah, but it doesn't last forever.
No, but just like our own hyaluronic acid.
Like, for example, I have filler in my face. I've been getting filler. Now, I don't remember. When's the last time I got cheek filler?
Oh my gosh.
Like 3 years?
Literally. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the last time I got it, but I loved it. And then I haven't seen any migration.
No.
In fact, I feel like it just went all to the right places and I feel sculpted after like I just, but I will always forever get filler in my lips. Forever.
Literally.
I love it.
And think about that. We have been doing filler for how many years in your lips?
10?
And we did dissolve that one time.
Yes, we did.
That I hadn't placed.
Yeah.
But we've never had to go and like dissolve migration or anything like that.
Not once.
It's all about knowledge of what product to use. Like some of these people that are trying to make massive lips, they're using way too much product at a time.
Right.
They're using a product that is either too robust or they're putting it into the border of the lip. If you don't understand anatomy and you put it right into the border of your lip trying to make a Russian lip, then it's going to migrate. And so that's the whole thing. If it's all about knowledge of anatomy, like cheek filler. If you go to the right depths and you're not putting in the superficial fat pad, which does descend with age.
Yeah.
So that could make it look like it migrates with aging, then you're fine. And like I said, if it lasts forever in the right places, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Praise be. That's, it's so interesting because of course bad shit's going to happen if you go to the wrong injector.
Right.
Hi. Do all injectors need to study? What is it called?
When you go course.
Yeah. What is it?
The cadaver.
The cadaver course. Do all injectors need to do that?
I think you need a year under your belt because it would be too overwhelming.
Which, first of all, explain cadaver.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
It's
but
quite disturbing for some people, but it's a literal person who's dedicated their life to science, their head.
Yes.
And
so they've passed.
They have passed on.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Thank you for your service.
Yep. Not to be misconstrued with, I was talking to Taryn and Mari and they were like, oh, like it's like they're donating like a limb or something like to be a replacement. I was like, no, these are just cadaver heads.
Yeah.
And we take the filler and we inject it and then we dissect to look at the placement and look at the vasculature and look at the different layers of the face. So it's so interesting to really actually explore ligaments, muscles, skin, the different layers of the skin, the fascia. I mean, there's so much to injectables, to understanding that. And if you don't go through a course to really see what those layers are, a picture isn't going to do it.
Right.
It's not going to cut it.
But do you, I know you do it and I know everybody that works for you has to do it. Mm-hmm. Is that mandatory in the injectable world?
Not at all.
So
and it's very expensive.
Well, that's the thing though. I feel like you really invest in the quality of your work and everybody that works for you.
So we're dealing with someone's confidence, their insecurities. And if you don't take that seriously and go through the proper training and understanding to be able to just enhance their natural like beauty, right?
Yeah.
They're coming in already beautiful. We're just enhancing that.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand that, you are going to create problems.
Yeah.
And you're going to give filler and Botox the bad name that it's gotten.
I just don't think people ever, and actually, this is a good question. How do you research a good injector?
It's so hard because of now you can't even trust social media, right?
No.
But I would say I have always been an educator on social media. And so I do feel like that's how people trust me is I educate, I tell you the things, the good and the bad. And if you start following someone, you're going to get to know them. And also you can look at their own face.
Right. Oh yeah, that's true. But also a lot of people I find are going viral on social media for just before and afters, not educating anyone, not telling, like, just look at these before and afters. And then they go viral. And then half the time that person who goes viral doesn't even do the procedure. They just have someone in their office does it. And their main goal in life is to build their social media.
Right.
Where your goal, I think, first and foremost, you tell me, is to educate, make people feel confident, make them understand what they're doing, and then they get to choose to come into you or not.
Right.
Yeah.
If you even look, I haven't even barely posted in the last month, but I'm on stories constantly.
Yeah.
Just giving those educational things.
Yeah.
Like that's where I show up.
Yeah.
That's where I show up and just show that, okay, this is how you can understand what you're getting into when you walk through the door.
Right. What beauty advice online makes you just cringe the most?
Oh, there's just so much.
I know.
I mean, TikTok was the worst thing that ever happened to skin.
Yeah.
Because my biggest cringe are these, 30-minute skincare routines that are so complex that like a mom is just going to look at that and be like, I can't do that.
Right.
So moms are walking in the door. they have 5 minutes to get ready.
Yeah.
And the last thing they need is complex. I would rather consistency over complexity all day.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have 1,000 products you won't use. I want you to have a consistent skincare routine you will use.
That's the thing is what Medicube.
Uh-huh.
Medicube is viral all the time. It's that face mask, Japanese skincare.
Yep.
What's your take on it?
So I think just like, say we went into The Ordinary or Medicube, these like lower cost products, I think whenever you look at certain things, that's okay.
Okay.
Right? Whenever I think about face washes, use La Roche-Posay. I'm happy that you do that.
Face wash, you say that's the one you can
You
like
can save it on
cheap
it.
out on.
Yeah. And then with Medicube, I'm not hating on it by any means. Their AHA, BHA, the only thing I don't like is they tend to add fillers or alcohol or like different things that are just cheap to make. And it's just like hyaluronic acid. Like you can buy a $5 hyaluronic acid, but is it what molecular weight is it? Is it actually being absorbed into your skin? Is it a glorified, just serum?
So the best advice you can give there is look at the ingredients, research them, or go to an actual like med spa, like a place that has good skincare.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, I think there's being so many dupes out there now that are okay, and I love a good dupe. I'm so pro a good dupe.
Totally.
But at the end of the day, the things you don't skimp on are your vitamin C's, your retinols, things like that you can't make to be over the counter. If you could make something that was that potent to be over the counter, that company could get sued because they're not a medical professional recommending it to someone.
Yeah.
So they have to do something that is not that potent, that can't cause a bad skin reactivity or can't cause an issue. So they make everything kind of watered down, essentially.
So how did you create your own skincare brand? Did you see like a gap where you're like, people are not doing this properly? And because you really went through however many years of studying and researching and finding the right everything, not only just product, but people to do it with and everything that goes into it. Like what made you want to start it and what makes yours so successful? Because your skin products changed my life.
They're so sweet.
I'm always, me, I'm a fan. You sell it at your spot, the SkinCeuticals, Skin Medica.
Totally.
And your Skin D is the peptide drench.
I love that stuff so much.
I've never seen, like, people stopped me when I went to Vegas. I was so hungover the next day. I got little to none sleep. I went to bed at 5:30 in the morning. I woke up and I did a slick back bun and the drench peptide, and people were stopping me saying, "Oh my God, you look so rested here. What did you do?" And I'm like, drench peptide. Peptide drench.
It's the number one thing people have messaged me about. Like that is the one,
and the Koji
obviously
and the Dewy
Indiglo,
Spritz.
yeah, Indiglo. Like everyone knows, it's like the viral thing for
Yeah.
pigmentation and for glow.
I use it every morning.
It's just the best. But when Peptide Drench launched, I mean, people would like send me messages being like, "This transformed my skin from acne to just overall glow to just everything." And I think that speaks to peptides, right? Like that's why peptides are so crazy right now and going off so wildly, because this has 3 different peptides in it. Plus it has the hyaluronic acid that I was talking about that actually draws water, not from your skin, which doesn't dehydrate you, which some of the HAs do in the winter.
Yeah.
Be so careful in the winter of using HAs if they aren't the right kind, because they will just make you look more crepey and dehydrated.
Interesting.
And so what need did I see? I saw that people were destroyed by retinol. They were just like, I can't use this,
And
but
they
I
think
want
it's
it.
working when it's like ripping and burning off their skin.
Literally.
Yeah.
And a lot of skincare professionals are like, push through it.
Yeah.
You can do it. And people are like sobbing into their pillow and the sobs burn because their skin is like falling off. And they're just like, what have I done? And so I saw this need to be as potent as tretinoin, which is like even more powerful than retinol, but without the like sensitization and the irritation and flaking and everything. So that's where Pave the Way came in, because I was like, okay, this is needed.
Yeah.
We want the results because retinol is the best anti-aging thing you can do.
Yes.
It's like 101.
Yeah.
But no one wanted to do it because their skin looked more dehydrated and crepey, and they're like, oh, this is aging me.
Right.
Or the like huge myth that it thins your skin.
Oh, is that a myth?
Total myth.
Interesting.
The only layer it thins is your damaged, keratinized, like outer layer that makes you look super dull. And the rest of it builds your collagen.
I love a myth buster. Fascinating.
So there were
Your
things like
pave
that.
the way is your retinol that doesn't burn and take off your skin in a crazy way.
Yeah. And then like dewy spritz was just fun because for people who break out, it's hypochlorous acid, which is like benzoyl peroxide without the drying factors.
Yeah.
And then you have your hyaluronic acid. And then the blue is not dye. Everyone's like, oh, it's so dyed so
Hold
beautifully.
it up for a second.
Okay, let me get this. Our beautiful dewy spritz.
And it's got frosted glass and I use it. I travel with it. It's my number one travel necessity.
I just love keeping it in my purse too, because it doesn't, like, I will use it on the plane to kill all the bacteria I'm coming in contact with.
Yes.
And it'll hydrate my skin because, planes dehydrate you like crazy. And yeah,
So the blue isn't dye? What is it?
No, it's pure copper peptide. Copper peptides are blue, like just naturally.
It's gorgeous.
It's so beautiful.
I use it after workouts too, because I'm like sweating and getting that shit. And if I have to go do something else, I don't come home and shower. I use dewy spritz.
Literally, I always tell people if you cannot, and here's the thing, this is one save.
Yeah.
So I love this for all of the anti-aging properties because it's not just a hypochlorous.
Right.
Like if you are just working out like crazy and you want to save some money because you are going to use that like crazy because you're a workout fiend, like Shawn Johnson, I put her on like the Tower 33 hypochlorous because she's a workout fiend.
Yes.
And I was like, girlfriend, you can use this in the morning and when you're traveling and everything else, but you can totally get a hypochlorous acid over the counter and use that more frivolously.
Because that also helps with acne, no?
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge, especially if you can't do benzoyl peroxide because it dries you out too much.
Even after I get like any sort of facial with Fernanda at your studio, that might do some irritation, like microneedling.
Right.
Oh, baby, bathe me in the dewy spritz. It's so good.
Yeah. And it calms inflammation down.
Yeah, and it calms inflammation. Yes. I'm going to tell you something relatable. Scrambling for the last few gifts on our holiday list and feeling that tiny panic creeping in. But honestly, Macy's has you covered because they have pulled together thoughtful, ready-to-go gifts for everyone you still have left to shop for. So here's the little gift hack I have for you. Same day in-store pickup, you can grab something amazing online, pick it up on your way to dinner or a party, and boom, you're done. No shipping stress, no last-minute panic. Whether your giftee is a gamer, a fitness fanatic, a jet setter, Macy's has you covered. Pac-Man Legacy arcade machines, a Nintendo Switch 2 Mario Kart World bundle, Nike high-waist leggings, or G-Shock watches, all curated, ready to go. You can shop in store or online for guaranteed delivery by Christmas. Plus, Macy's great gift sale is now on with 30 to 60% off curated gifts that feel anything but last minute. So do not panic and definitely don't settle for just okay gifts. Macy's has everything that you need to make your holiday gift giving feel thoughtful and totally effortless, only at Macy's.com. I do want to go back to filler because I didn't finish my questions and I do think people want to know these answers. But with filler, like what would you say the main concern and danger of filler is? Is it just being injected in the wrong areas or the wrong way?
Too often, too much. Like too often and too much. The wrong technique, planes, and the wrong product.
Got it.
We now have like hundreds of filler options to choose from. And if you don't understand what's called rheology and G prime and just how it works within the skin, you could pick the wrong product to look weird.
What products do you guys use at Indy?
I will always be a Galderma stan.
Okay.
They have, what I love about, this is the thing with filler, right? It can make you look like you're storing nuts for winter or like a monkey. And they have an expression technology. So when you move, it like moves with you. So it sticks and it won't like migrate from pressures and movement and expression. And it'll just kind of snap back, right? It integrates into your tissue. So you don't look done. You don't have like maleficent cheeks. So that's always going to be like a tried and true for me. Allergan has some products that I'll use, but for the most part, Galderma is like my favorite portfolio.
And why do people say Botox? Toxic is literally in the word. What's the full term? The
botulinum toxin.
Botulinum toxin. Yep. They're like, it's literally in the word. It's toxic. What do you have to say about that?
I would say anything like an antibiotic, which people want to hate on those too, like could start as something toxic, right? Goodness, Tylenol could be toxic.
Yeah.
But the whole
I
point
took Tylenol
is
when I was pregnant. Turns out I had a golden retriever. I don't know. That's what they say. Weird shit happens. Anyways. Okay.
And they were beautiful.
Yeah. And I hope it happens next time too. And twins.
So essentially, if you look at what it is, it's a protein by the time it's injected. So it's a little purified protein, and he or she is harmless, and she goes in and she just puts your muscle in timeout.
Yeah.
She just says, shh, calm down. Stop creasing that skin.
Yeah.
And it's just locally absorbed, right? They're neurologists that literally will inject it during pregnancy.
Right. I did know that.
And so it's like, even though it won't be studied, so they can't show the safety of it, the pure protein that's injected into your skin is not going to cause all of these crazy things. I think I've said it before. The people who have trouble swallowing is because they had it for spasmodic dysphonia, where they had it into their vocal cords in their neck.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it might relax the wrong muscle there.
Yeah, that'd be bad. What trends look convincing on social media, but they don't trans well in real life? Because this is scary to me, because I see shit on social media all the time where I go, oh, I could do that to my nose. And then
yeah.
like there's so many things.
Yeah. Well, that's one of them. Nose filler.
Yeah.
No one talks about how it could lead to blindness.
Nose filler can lead to blindness.
Literally.
Okay, well, there's a downside of filler. Don't get it in your freaking nose.
Or like between your brows, like frown lines. Like all of that is very high danger zone. Like I will leave that to the surgeons who could go in and like surgically reverse it if they had to.
This is why anyone, no matter where you are in the world, fly to Nashville and go to Elisabeth or come to her studio you are literally the only person I ever trust. Anyone that works on you because they've been trained under you.
Right. All the girls at Indy, we all have the same like philosophy.
Yeah.
Which is what I like. Not that I require, but they all want that, right?
Yeah.
They all want the natural and the safe and things. So that's where filler can go wrong. So that's one
That's
thing.
a big one on social media. I've seen a lot of people just do filler in the nose to make it. Not that I need filler in my nose. God, I'm just.
Well, but if you have like a little dip, it just seems so like, a 5-minute nose job.
But I want to dip here, and I want my nose to go beep. Boop, but that's
boop,
I'm a
beep,
freak.
And another trend would be like beef tallow. People are like really into the beef tallow.
Is that bad?
So I would just tell you, we have better things to mimic a barrier of your skin that's not going to cause breakouts and long-term like disruption.
Okay. Like what?
I mean, literally all beef tallow is it occludes your skin. So you're just locking whatever in, right? Just like Vaseline or something like that. So if you want to use that, use something that's like, been purified and is in a product that's just over the counter.
What are some subtle signs that maybe they have some filler blindness?
Or not so subtle.
Or not so subtle signs that someone's starting to look overdone?
So we see this all the time. So, what's funny? Everyone's talking about that whole White House picture. Did you see it?
No.
Caroline?
Wait, let me Google it.
Oh, you have to see it right now. I mean, she's getting annihilated. She obviously just had lip filler. And this photographer.
Oh, yes, I did see this.
This photographer didn't edit anything. He didn't filter anything. And she's just getting annihilated.
You could like see all the injection sites.
All
like,
the injection
along her.
sites.
Yeah.
And people were like, bad filler, bad filler. I was like, no, like probably within the last like 12-hour filler.
Right.
That's why that looks so terrible.
Yeah.
So you just see injection points. It's not that it's like a bad job. Whereas an actual bad filler is like the filler mustache.
I've seen that.
Yeah. You just see it like, it's like the lip line should stop here and then it just keeps on going behind it. And so that's like the migration. And then tear trough filler can go bad. You know that.
Oh, I made a mistake. I went to somebody else. It was this, I don't think I've ever said the name and I won't. Because I'm like, I don't want to call the person out, but I also want people to know. But it wasn't her. She's a big name in LA. It was somebody that worked for her that did under eye filler for me. How long ago was that now? Like 9 years?
Was this before I saw you or it was like in between?
In between.
Okay, then yeah, it could be 10.
Okay. So, and they had just like put a tube of filler right here and then sucked that tube out. And then I was just left with a tube of filler.
Worm.
And then it turned into a dark line that is still to this day, like it's getting better every year, but it's still something that drives me bonkers.
Well, and it blocked your lymphatics.
Yes.
So
Which is that why I get that line?
Yes.
Like, because it's not draining properly?
Correct. Because filler loves water.
Yeah.
And you put it right where lymphatics drain.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, nope, I'm just going to hang out here and decide. Because not only was their filler too superficial, but it also caused a block of lymphatics.
Yeah. So under eye filler, you would say is a no-no.
It's only for very specific candidates.
Yeah.
Very tiny amounts. But we have so many other options like Pure F gel.
Yes.
is a literal all natural filler. You take your blood, you spin it, you turn it into albumin and PRF. It releases all these amazing growth factors over the next few days. It actually rejuvenates your eyes.
Wow.
Voila. You can fill out your actual tear trough and it's just you. It's your body. You can't clog lymphatics with that.
Oh, that's PDRF gel.
So PDGF, which is what you're thinking of.
Oh,
This isn't the other guy.
okay.
But he's not quite FDA approved for injection under eye. So
Got it.
we're going to pause on him.
We're
But
gonna-
PRF
PRF
is your
okay.
own body.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Yes, because I remember because it's when they take blood and that's the whole thing. Because I've never done that before.
No. Well, you don't have bad tear troughs. I mean, and superficially, like when we do your laser today, we'll do PDGF on top,
Yeah,
which is like
okay.
300,000 growth factors.
Okay, let's talk about what I'm doing today.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so it's called a halo
Helix.
H's.
H's.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I just
Halo's
trust it.
very popular as well.
Oh, okay. So this is a helix. Like I did this before, didn't I?
We just did eyes.
Ah, okay.
We didn't
okay,
do your whole face.
Yeah.
So you didn't actually get to like experience
the
what
full
it's like.
effect. So we are helixing the shit out of my face today.
Literally.
Okay, tell me what that means.
Yep. So Helix, everyone's probably heard of Moxie. Moxie is very popular in the world, but Helix can do what Moxie can, but it takes it to the next level.
Okay.
So Helix is able to resurface the skin. It's CO2, but it also has another wavelength there that will help with collagen and downtime and reduce swelling, but also increase your results. It's called a fusion treatment. And so we'll do our high pulse, our DECA, and our fusion. And that will literally like tighten up your skin. They call it the non-surgical blepharoplasty. You don't need that because you already got
it.
but for like under eye wrinkles,
Yeah.
texture, tone, I mean, it's the best thing you can do for just like a reset for your skin.
Now, people look at my skin, and I know a lot of people say, "Stop touching your face. You don't need to do anything else."
Sure.
Why is it okay that I do this?
Why is it okay?
Yeah.
So this is what I really feel firmly about. When injectables, when heat lasers, when everything comes from a place of self-care, I am all for it. When it comes from a place of self-criticism, I'm not.
Yeah, you have been really good about that.
So-
Otherwise, I'd probably have nose filler. Yeah.
And so it's okay to do it because you do it as a way of like, you work out because you want to be healthy.
Yeah.
You do these things so you feel your most confident, and your confidence can just shine because it makes you feel good and
I
it
love-
builds the confidence.
I love good skin.
good skin.
And I
Who
like
doesn't?
looking youthful in my skin. And I've done a lot of work around why the whys of it. And I just love it.
Yeah.
I don't look in the mirror and go, God, you're ugly. And look at this hanging. I go, wow, my skin's pretty good for 40. And I'm looking pretty tight for 40. And then I go, hey, this could be tightened a little bit. Right. I'll just get some laser. Like,
Let's
that's
do
how
it.
I look at it now.
Yeah.
10 years ago, I would have been like, you ugly loser. Look at your stupid lazy eye and this. And I'd go to you and be like, "Bleh." And you actually have always been so good about not telling me I'm crazy, but being like, you don't need that. Like, you are very good at saying no.
Well, I remember the celebrity photos, right? Whether it's you brought in or anyone else, they bring them in.
Yes.
And they're like, I want to look like this
Yes.
person. And I always say it's not a blueprint, it's a conversation
Yes.
starter, because it's like, well, what do you even like about them?
Uh-huh.
Is it because of who they are?
Right.
Because their confidence just literally like oozes out of them, their celebrity, and you want that? Or could you even name what it is about them that you love? Now, if it's their lips, we'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
And we get to chat about if we can make that happen.
Yeah.
And I remember you had a picture of lips. You're like, I like this. And I was like, great, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
And then I had another picture of lips and you're like, I'm not doing that to you.
Exactly. I will say no.
Yes.
I'm a big no girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's important though too, because a lot of people probably wouldn't say no. I went to another doctor in Nashville once and he made me leave crying because he just said, sure. Oh yeah, you could use that. Yeah, let's do that. And while we're at it, you should probably do this and this and this. And I was like, oh, and it broke my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, but I didn't come in for that. He's like, well, you could use it. I'm like, I was so mad. How do you say no without someone feeling judged?
There was a patient that came in recently and she was from LA and she had LA lips and she was beautiful.
Yeah.
but it was very unnatural.
Yeah.
And she's like, I moved to Tennessee and all of my son's friends are saying, hey, does your mom do Botox? And she's like, so what's wrong with my Botox? You know, she's like, what is wrong?
Kids are noticing.
Literally. And I looked at her and I said, here's the thing about kids. They don't know the difference between Botox and filler.
Right.
And what they're seeing is
Filler.
And I said, so here's the thing. The lips are a little bit bigger than your facial proportions. If we want to create facial harmony, we need to dissolve some of them.
Yeah.
And we can make them what we want them to be in a very natural way that's very proportional to your face structures, and it will make you feel confident and great. And like she went on a journey. She like got her implants out.
Wow.
We dissolved her lips. She took her extensions out.
Wow.
Like she just
I bet she looked 10 years younger.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. And that's like where I think people went too far. And they're finally like coming back to the world. And this is the whole point that people are saying, like, Lindsay Lohan, what does she have done? We don't effing know. And that's the point.
I know.
Like, let's get them talking.
And then she probably got paid by her person in Dubai to be like, this is what I did. But really, she might not have. It might be a small portion of what she did, or might be real, but like we'll never know.
Right.
If it's me, I'll always let you know. Everybody, I'll tell you everything.
You know what's the new Botox? Because everyone will tell you they got Botox.
Yeah. Oh,
the
yeah.
new Botox is GLPs.
Okay. GLPs. Now, this is you are knowledgeable of GLPs.
Yeah.
I don't even understand. Is there more than one? Because why are they called GLP-1?
So there is semaglutide and tirzepatide.
Okay.
And that could be Ozempic or the Zepbound Mounjaro. Those are both the same, but they have different brand names.
Yeah.
So,
Or Wegovy. I always see that commercial. Okay, go on. Sorry.
No, I love
Let's
it.
break into song.
I personally just like tirzepatide. That's my favorite. It works in 2 different pathways and the side effects and things are less. But that is the different GLP. So GLP that I love the most is tirzepatide.
Okay.
Personally.
And why is that?
So I think someone needs to hear this, that one, you should never be shamed for wanting to take control of your health. And whether that's PCOS or it's your skin or it is your weight or whatever that is. And whenever you think of microdosing GLPs, you look at this massive benefit. You look at the insulin resistance it can help with like PCOS. You look at the like blood sugar regulation, the inflammation. And like if you can decrease your like C-reactive protein, that helps cardiovascular health. And then they're showing it's helping with dementia and it's helping like prevent so many things. It's helping with your visceral fat mass. It's helping with so much that we deal with.
Wow.
And everyone's inflamed. Everyone has so much inflammation in their body.
I've learned that. I went and got a bunch of blood work done. She's like, you have leaky gut.
You know?
You're inflamed. I was like, what?
Great.
This whole thing? But so is this a very researched product?
It's so researched.
'Cause
Everyone acts like it's new.
Everyone is saying how like, oh, it's a fad and nobody knows what it's going to happen long term and it's not researched enough.
It's been
and
used for
nobody can
diabetics
know.
forever.
Yes. Okay.
It's just they're finally realizing the other health benefits. And when you microdose especially, you're able to get all of those health benefits. It's like taking a supplement, right?
Yeah.
Half the supplements y'all are putting in your bodies, who the knows what you're putting in your bodies, and that's not FDA even regulated. This is FDA regulated.
Right.
And I mean, you know, the FDA has its faults, but this at least is studied. We know what it does. We're just exploring it even deeper to understand the other benefits of it. And then people are like, well, what about hair loss? And what about muscle mass loss? And I think anything can be used improperly and can be abused. And if you don't eat, you're not going to have the protein. Your hair is going to fall out.
Do you need to supplement while you're on a GLP-1?
Supplement, not if you're using, so you want to eat good food, right?
And you probably want to go get blood work done before to see if you, 1, can take it, 2, if everything's functioning properly to take it, and that you're not like deficient in, or if you are, this could help. Like you got to do the right things first. You can't just go on it.
I wish daily frizzy hair to anyone who just prescribes a GLP without doing anything, without doing blood work. I mean, we require so much.
Yeah.
Like we have a whole body scanner because we want to like make sure your muscle mass is staying good.
Right.
because some people don't get enough protein on it. But it's only the people that aren't doing the right thing while they're on it that have those side effects with the hair and the muscles.
I think that's my concern for like if friends or family goes on a GLP-1, I'm like, I'm so scared because I have suffered from like body dysmorphia for so long. I worry about it triggering an eating disorder for people because it can stop your appetite and then that can become a whole other addiction. How do you navigate that in your world?
Really great question. I actually had a patient just like that. And she had gone to her therapist and spoke with health professionals, and they actually encouraged her because her food noise is so loud. And so
does she do the binge eating?
Yeah. And it's been shown for addiction for so many things to be helpful, for alcohol addiction, for gambling, like weirdly other addictions.
Really?
But they actually like encouraged her that with medical oversight, like that she should try it because it could help her with that. Now she is obviously had done the work.
Yeah.
She's in therapy. But obviously you can use it in the poor way if you just don't have that oversight, right? If someone's just you're going to telehealth something and they just are like, cool.
Yeah, because you do have to be a candidate for like not necessarily a candidate, but even just like you can't be this unhealthy, like kidney problems, all these things that you'd have to look into and then just go in it because like who in your mind should be on them?
So that's very relative.
Yeah.
So how I explore it is there are some people with like PCOS and they have all the breakouts, right? So I see the skin side of PCOS, the insulin resistance, and the people then they can't lose weight and they're trying everything.
Yeah.
And they're working out, they're eating clean, and they're just like the inflammation in their body is just not going down. So this is a great tool for them. It's not a quick 5-pound thing.
Right.
That is not what I want you to like jump on it for.
Right.
But if someone has inflammation or they just want to like get those extra health benefits, you can microdose it. Or someone who is obese.
Yeah.
It's life-changing.
Yeah.
Stop shaming people. Like finally
Definitely.
Celebrities are starting to come out to say that they've done it.
Yeah.
I honestly started screenshotting a ton of people who have like admitted to it.
Okay, but what do you think about these women like Lizzo and Meghan Trainor who have always been about like my curves and owning it and writing songs about it and helping others out there who are curvier girls who help feel more confident in their skin, and then all of a sudden they have the money and the means to take a GLP-1 and then slim up, and then all of a sudden but they are feeling better in their body, they're feeling healthier, their mind might change and being like, oh, I was trying to own my curves but I wasn't feeling good, I was lethargic and brain fog and all these things, and now I feel good. Why are people shaming them so bad? And what is your stance on like these celebrities who owned their curves who now are kind of like adding to the skinny trend that we all are scared of seeing?
Man, that is a really great point. And I would say to anyone that your version of confidence and your version of feeling good can change.
Yeah.
And it's allowed to.
Yeah. Especially if you go to a doctor and they're like, I know you own this, but like,
look at the health
like,
problems.
let's look at what's going on in your body and you might need some help here.
Right. Like I think curves are beautiful. Like I wish I had some more curves in certain places, and
that's why I got boobs.
You know, yeah. Like there's
so I got boobs, and I have hips for my size, and I like that.
We like that.
Yeah,
yeah. So I would just tell anyone that I love the empowerment of anything, right? I love as long as it comes from a place of empowerment.
Yes.
Like it's not like Lizzo or Meghan Trainor are now shaming curves.
Right.
There's no shaming that they've turned on to. They're just like, this is my new body. And like, I will tell you, I feel more confident now. And I'm not saying it's because of GLP-1. I mean, my boobs are saggier. I mean, I breastfed for 15 months.
Yeah.
My like boobs aren't perky anymore,
Yeah.
but I feel like more confident, more beautiful than I ever had. I don't have a lot of procedures even on my face.
Yeah.
I think taking care of your skin is the biggest flex you can do for your face. But I just would venture to say that whatever makes you feel good, as long as it's from a place of self-love, That's what matters.
Yeah, I think it would definitely have to be a conversation for someone who does suffer from eating disorders.
Correct.
Or like Victoria Garrick, who has a podcast. I've talked about this before. Like this is very triggering to her because she's been so open about her struggles with just her journey that she's been on about weight loss or weight gain or what bodies are supposed to look like. So I get that it's so triggering for people. And I think there's ways to talk about it and like understanding that. Like, yeah, I see where you're coming from with that. And it actually is like helping some people, it's benefiting their overall health and wellness, and that it could help their longevity of life. Right. That's my next question. Is a GLP-1 and which one, tirzepatide, whatever it is this a short-term or long-term
medication?
Yeah, medication.
Unless you really change your lifestyle, if you were on the side where you were using it to lose weight, it is hard because the food noise will come roaring back. And
so it doesn't like shrink your stomach where then you're like, nope, now I'm good and I'm cured and I only want to eat grilled chicken and veggies.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would say, like, even from my standpoint, I see so many people with the Ozempic face.
Yeah.
Right. And so they come in and they have the loss of volume in their face because they lost it way too fast.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's, I'm doing all the regenerative things, right? We then focus on rejuvenation from Sculptra to doing things that are using their own natural body, because if they do come off it, I'm afraid to do a lot of filler.
Right.
Because if they gain all that volume back, and we
there.
just did that, but I see that and then it leads to other conversations of, because sometimes they just love that because they've had a round face their whole life.
Right.
And you just have to make sure that they're like loving themselves and understanding like what is healthy.
Hey, if you guys are tired of giving gifts that end up in the back of people's closets, I've got the solution for you, and it's The Real Real. It's the most trusted name and authenticated luxury resale, and it is my go-to for finding those, oh my gosh, how did you know gifts. I like when people say that. Like the earrings that they mentioned months ago, a bag that they've secretly been stocking, or just something that they'd never buy for themselves. Anytime I hear one of my friends say something, or family, I guess, I just write it down. Now, do I remember that when holidays come around? No, but I will now. And honestly, I've been eyeing a Goyard bag myself, making it about me again. And I've been checking The Real Real to see what's available, and there's so many options, you guys. Everything is pre-loved, authenticated by experts, and then there's an amazing selection from Gucci, Prada, Fendi, Tiffany, and more. Shopping is easy here and stress-free, so you can do it all from the comfort of your couch. The Real Real is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale, with thousands of pre-loved luxury arrivals daily. No one does resale like The Real Real, and no one makes the holidays shine brighter than The Real Real. And now get $25 off your first purchase when you go to therealreal.com/Vine. That's therealreal.com/Vine to get your $25 off. So start shopping now at therealreal.com/Vine.
When it comes to GLP-1, like how does it affect hormones, thyroid? Like what things should we be looking for, or even fertility?
Yeah. I mean, I know at least 5 people that were struggling with infertility, and they got pregnant when they went on GLP. And a lot of it is just that regulation, right? It helps with that hormonal balance and the insulin, especially my PCOS girlies. I feel
I'm a PCOS girly.
Right?
Yeah.
It does help with those things.
Yeah, I think people immediately think GLP-1, you want to get skinny.
Right.
They're not thinking, hey, this could help with my hormones, with my mood, with my longevity, with my health. Yeah, it's just all about education and...
Exactly. I was a hater.
Were you?
I was the biggest GLP-1 hater out there. I made a post about it. I haven't taken it down because I still stand by some of the things I said, which was that, it was being dished out ineffectively and not with education around it. But I hated it because I was like, I actually did it. I did it for a month. I came off of it. I gained like everything and then some back because the food noise, I'm not good with food noise very much. And I was like, this is setting up people for failure, because if they are just going to do this quick fix and they're going to do it for a month, they're going to be miserable, and I will set them up. I never want to do something that makes people sad after the fact, like makes them feel worse about themselves.
So can people be on it forever?
You can. Just like you could do a supplement. It's a peptide. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about it. I mean, all these people are doing this very unsafe, like BP157, like all the crazy for research only peptides that have no research or data, like whereas this has like 15 years of it.
Yeah. And should people be strength training and doing workouts while on it?
Of course.
Okay.
But that's just in general, right?
People in
Like,
general should, but I think
Yeah.
especially if you're
yeah, I think if you're going to you have to focus on protein. It's so important. And then you eat whole foods. And like, if you just eat like trash, everything's going to turn to fat.
Right.
It's not going to be muscle. It's just going to be fat.
What about mood, anxiety?
My mood, I've had like some things going on recently.
Yeah.
And I fully believe that this has helped dramatically. Of course, therapy does too.
Yes.
But I have never been so more even keeled in my entire life.
Wow.
Like I don't have overreactivity. I feel like my mood is balanced.
I
It's
wonder if that
amazing.
is also brain fog clearing up, that you can think more clearly.
And just process
Sleeping
everything
better.
Mm-hmm. And some people notice when they first get on it, they do have like a little bit of tiredness. I did at first, and then it just went away after.
I also want people to know I'm not out here being like, everyone needs to get on a GLP-1. It's just, we're just talking about the research and the benefits and the negatives and the positives that all come along with it.
And because we said negatives and
Yeah.
positives, there
Yeah.
are negatives and positives, and not everyone can afford it. And I understand that as well. We never want that to be,
And you never want to do it without medical supervision.
correct.
Yeah.
Like, what are some fun, affordable things we can do? What's some, let's turn the beat around.
Yeah.
Fun things that you can kind of save up in your little bucket, like underrated things. Let's talk about some underrated beauty trends, right?
Yeah.
Underrated. If someone starts to see like little gelling, like let's do a little exercise, everyone listening. Okay.
Yeah,
See if
let's
you're
do
a
it.
candidate for this. So a lot of people hate the start of like a little gel
Yeah.
or the downturn of their mouth.
Yeah, I've got some going on here.
We see a little bit of that.
Gravity.
It's gravity. We start to notice that. So whenever it's a funny face, but you kind of go, and
Yeah.
you pull your lip down and like that. And if you notice your jowl gets worse, this is your platysmal band. It's a muscle band.
Okay.
You pop a little Botox in there, a little
And it
Nefertiti neck lift.
Yeah.
Like stop your little downturn, your marionettes, put a little tox in the little marionettes, little chef's kiss there.
Yeah.
Just help break down the marionettes.
Yeah.
A little chin tox to make your jawline a little bit stronger. We like a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Masseter tox, you have to be careful so you don't get a
Yeah.
little more droopy.
Yeah.
But I love a little tox along the
I do
jawline.
that, right?
Yeah, we always do that.
Yeah.
I can tell whenever it's time. Like,
Is it time?
No, I mean for myself.
Oh.
But yes, you too.
My number one thing I noticed with aging is my neck.
Yeah.
The neck is wild. I posted something the other day and I put a heart over my neck because I was like, oh shit, that looks like a vagina. And then everyone was like, you have a hickey. And I'm like, I would own a hickey. If I had a hickey, I'd be like, y'all, oh God. Or I'd blame it on Botox. I'd be like, it's a bruise from Botox. No, my neck just looked like a saggy vagina.
Oh, well, we're gonna helix that today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great news.
Not a saggy vagina.
I just feel like aging, I have such a complex relationship with aging because I've worked on it so much. And I know that it's a privilege. And I know that the opposite of that is dying. I would never want that. But I also love feeling and looking youthful. What are women being told to fear about aging that just isn't true?
that aging makes you less beautiful.
Right? I know there's so many things we can do now. But who's I talking about this with? Where I'm like, is it just me or are women getting more confident in who they are with age?
Yes.
And that's shifting everything. Like our
love it.
parents' generation they were not dressing for confidence. They were not doing things to make themselves feel good. They were made to feel like they need to stay home. They were not empowered in any way whatsoever. And the times they are a changing, and I feel like women are shining from the outside now, even more so.
Yeah, they really are. I think that's like I said, I don't think we should shame aging. Like, and when someone comes in and they just want every line erased, I'm like, wait a second. Like, that is your happy line. Like,
Yeah.
crow's feet. You don't have to look dead in the eyes.
Right.
We don't have to freeze every little thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, I'm going to be honest. I'll be vulnerable. Like when I was leading up to this week, I smiled and I was like, dear God, it's time for my tox. I feel so insecure about my under eye wrinkles that I usually take care of with tox.
Yeah.
And I had to be like, shut up.
It must be
You had
hard
a
as an
happy
injector.
life.
Yeah.
Gunnar makes you smile and giggle every day of your life.
the
He
cutest
wore my
child.
Botox out like really fast
Yeah.
because he's just the best thing on this planet.
Yeah.
And those are happy.
Yeah.
I'm still going to Botox them. But like
But
I
it's
had
the
to check
conversations
myself.
we're having.
Yes.
I will justify anything though. But I'm the same way. But you know what I realized? Because you know how I get this under eye is way more wrinkly crinkly than this one?
Yep.
I realized I think it's from an accident I had when I was 3. when I really think about this, because I have a scar that pushes down this way, and I feel like this whole eye side has damage.
Interesting.
I got there was a teeter-totter, and I went to walk behind it, and I got smoked in the face. And it's probably why my parents got a divorce. My dad was supposed to be watching me, and my mom was like, and just kidding about the divorce that happened later in life. But it was like, I can tell it's just like this scar that kind of pulls down here. And I feel like this whole side of my face is a bit more.
Can I tell you the other reason why it's more crinkly? The other eye is a little more squinty. It's a little more lazy.
Yeah.
So we treat that more aggressively to make your eye
She
shape.
said lazy. It's a lazy eye.
No,
it
he's
is.
just not
No, it
as
is.
strong as the other one.
And most people have that, right? Where
Oh my
one
gosh,
side is
everyone.
stronger than the other.
Everyone.
Like I can do this, but I can't do it the other way.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. It like freaks me out.
Well, and so to balance your eye shape, I put some to relax the other eye down.
Yes.
And I can treat it more aggressively.
Yeah.
I could make those wrinkles go away a little bit more, but then that eye would become bigger again.
And I
we're
hate
just going to
that.
helix it. But it may have been too because of the scoring. But like
There's so many
asymmetries. Have you seen the things where they make people symmetric?
I used to think, and that was my OCD as a child, and it still is my OCD about things being symmetric, just in my body overall. Like, because I have scoliosis, this hip sticks out further than the other, and it drives me bananas. But it's because it was something I could control growing up. If like my parents separated when I was in the 3rd grade, and I remember that's when it started. It was 3rd grade.
The trigger.
And like, I just was like, ooh, this is something I can control. I was like, if you tap this shoulder, you got to tap this shoulder. And if I have this many layers on top, I have to have that on the bottom. And I started being OCD about it. And then it kind of like went away when I got some confidence in my life and got into like my personality. But I still have, but then you actually helped me with that. One, because you did help me with symmetry, but also you showed me that if your face was perfectly symmetrical, I'd look like a freak.
Literally.
I would. I'd look like a freak. So that's good to know.
Yeah.
I wonder if people are like liking this, or they're like, Kaitlyn, you're so vain.
Everything's a fine line.
Well, this whole podcast is supposed to be about this. So
literally.
it's-
I mean, and that's,
I'm trying to educate.
yeah. I had a hard time getting into this world when I first started because I thought it was too vanity driven, and I became a physician assistant to help. I like went on medical mission trips and I tried to help people. And then I was like, this feels like this isn't a right use of my time, but I was creative and I love creating symmetries and like looking at those fine little things. And I started seeing how much confidence comes from that. Now, if someone comes and they're beating up their face when they walk through the door, it's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I know that about you. Talk about that. Like, how can you tell when someone wants a treatment versus reassurance?
A treatment or a glow up, right? Someone comes in, they want like a little glow up. That comes from just enhancing their natural features.
Yeah.
That's just like, oh, you know, we see some changes from aging. We see a little bit of fat loss here. Like, let's just make it look like it used to and just like make us feel that confidence back. And that's like a glow up, right? We make your skin shine, like whatever.
Yeah.
When people come in and they're like, I hate this about my face, and like, I want this completely changed, and I don't love this, and I hate this, and like, they just point things on, they just don't like it, period. That is a conversation where like, we're going to work on reassurance and confidence and what you already freaking have, because you're already beautiful. Everyone walking in is already freaking beautiful.
Yes.
Like, but we can make things that like do fun.
Yeah.
We can have fun.
It's like, well, I always say, I mean, I've been open about Botox for 10 years and people have shit on me for years. And now it's, of course, being more acceptable and talked about and judged still, but like misinformation's happening and, you know, everyone has their something. But now I'm like, I love that I've been talking about it for 10 years because it's something that I don't ever want to gatekeep. It's something that I'm like, everyone, oh, you look so different. Well, I think I look 10 times better than I ever did. And here's why. And I love it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's like wearing makeup. And anytime, and people know I say this all the time, if you're going to come at me for Botox or whatever I do to my face, you better not dye your hair. You better not wear makeup. You better not paint your nails. And you better not dress for confidence, because this is just something that I love skincare. I love symmetry, skincare, and I love the confidence that it's brought me.
Amen.
Yeah. Amen. What do you think is the biggest return of investment when it comes to looking rested and healthy? Because obviously people cannot afford all of these things and it's expensive and there's so many things you could do or not do. But what is the biggest return of investment?
Either good skincare or honestly Botox.
Yeah, I think so. I knew you were going to say that because that's what I thought.
Yep.
But skincare is like, I think you said if you're going to use ingredients that are like you're going to spend money on, this is my guess. A vitamin C.
Oh, yeah.
The peptide drench, I'll sing until the cows come home. And a sunscreen.
Yeah, I'll add retinol in there.
And retinol. Okay. Sunscreen. So controversial these days.
Oh, Lord.
Is it just the brand? Because sometimes they have like really bad shit in them.
Well, first we wanted to not do a chemical sunscreen because that was a hormone disruptor. And then they somehow started just saying you have to get sunscreen. You have to not put sunscreen on to get vitamin D. And I don't even know all the other reasons. And here's the facts. Look at anyone who hasn't used sunscreen for years versus someone who has, or a truck driver that's been driving for, 60 years. And this side that their face gets sun is so damaged. And like, we don't even have to talk about melanoma. I'm talking about aging.
Yeah.
The UVA rays, I call UV aging. They break down your collagen. They break down your skin. Like, you're not going to protect against that if you don't freaking use sunscreen.
So what sunscreen do you recommend using as like the best quality and that people can't fight you on?
Yeah. I just go for pure physical. Okay. So that's mineral. Okay. That's either your titanium or your zinc.
Got it.
Like, it just protects you. It fully protects you from UVA, UVB. It's great. It's not all the chemical stuff. I actually don't hate on the chemical, but I choose a physical.
Yeah, I love the mineral sunscreen.
Elastin Hydrotint.
Elastin, I love.
It's just like it's hydrating. It's tinted. So
I wear this as like foundation sometimes.
Literally. Yeah. And then tint, actually the iron oxide protects you from blue light aging. So that's why I like tinted. Yeah, literally. Wow. So I like a tinted SPF. And then you were right, vitamin C and retinol.
And what treatments quietly do the heavy lifting over time?
I mean, the same thing.
Same thing.
Or did you say treatments or products?
Both.
So treatments wise, I think microneedling has been tried and true for so many years because it's so good.
Yeah, I love it.
Regenerative. It's wonderful. It's using your own body to create some new collagen and elastin.
Okay. What's not worth the price?
Ooh, like Morpheus.
What's Morpheus?
Radio frequency microneedling.
Oh.
Yeah. The FDA just like released this crazy thing about RF microneedling and like the dangers of it because in the wrong hands, it could be poor. It can dissolve fat that you don't want dissolved. And, a lot of surgeons are kind of speaking that they don't like it. Now, they did the same thing with Sculptra, but that's only because people don't understand how to inject Sculptra.
I'll tell you what not to do. It's cool sculpting. I hate myself for going in for my little tiny lower belly fat, trying to freeze it, and then it went right into my hip dips and changed my whole life. And I gained like 10 pounds that I can't lose because of cool sculpting, which I think I deserve.
You don't. But yeah, I'm not a big
No one do it.
Yeah, let's just not.
Just no one do it.
Yeah. Kaitlyn is really only good for people who like are candidates for it. It still does amazing. Like these little jowls, I love to pop a little Kybella. No, Kybella.
Oh, Kybella. Yeah,
like put a little
okay, that's
Kybella
fine.
there.
It's just the cool sculpting. Me. What is a BBL? Because I always thought it was a Brazilian butt lift.
Yeah, it's a laser.
It's a laser.
It helps with mostly browns. This is my beef with BBLs. I don't think it does great with reds. That's why we have a Prisma, which is an IPL.
Okay.
It just targets pigmentation. It's like a photofacial.
What is my Helix going to do over the next 7 days?
So it's
what am I going to look like? Crazy lady?
Crazy. It's going to be red and then it'll turn into sandpaper. So it'll feel like it's really, really dry because basically we're just taking off that top layer of damage.
Yeah.
And just like resurfacing it. A lot of times I'll combine it with Prisma.
Yeah.
But you don't have pigmentation, so you don't have to do this. But
well, you know why I don't have pigmentation?
Well,
because of everything you've ever done. And I swear your vitamin C and the Koji pads alone got rid of. I had crazy melasma up here.
Mm-hmm. Indigo pads are like 10 out of 10 for melasma.
I couldn't believe it. I remember at Cleo's wedding, because she always had melasma and I never did. And then at Cleo's wedding, she was like, and I was like, what? And she was like, well, I don't want to say it. She was like, but I can't believe you're melasma. And I was like, it's so bad. And now I haven't seen it since I've been using the Koji pads.
I love that.
How many sessions do people realistically need for microneedling?
I say 1's a treat, 3's a treatment. 1's a treat, like, you stimulate a little collagen. Treat. 3's a treatment.
Oh, that's cool. Why did I say it like that? Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool. Yeah.
That's good to know though. So 3 is a treatment, and then what? Do you take some downtime and then do it again?
Yeah, and with microneedling, there's like barely downtime.
Oh yeah, I'm fine then that night sometimes.
Yeah. Especially if you add PDGF with it. It's literally like you're not even red the next day.
What is the biggest mistake people make when stacking treatments?
Like if someone had melasma and they get the wrong kind of laser, they'll make their melasma worse. So if you hit it with too much heat or whatever, you can stack the wrong type of treatments. And same with skincare, right? Like someone sees one tiny little pimple and so then they just freak out and they're so mean to their skin and they're just like punishing it for that one little pimple when you should really be coming to it and like gently putting those cheap little patches,
right?
The little zit stickers.
Yeah.
I like just the colloidal ones where you just like can't pick at it. You let her calm down. You speak to her nicely. Stop like throwing retinol and HA/BHAs and like drying it out when
toothpaste?
Your barrier.
My mom believes so hard that toothpaste is like the cure for a zit.
Just like I want to be a place of security and calmness, and your skin wants the same thing.
Yeah.
So stop, if you have a breakout, don't panic.
Yeah. Don't pick at it. Don't panic. Don't throw drying shit on it.
Literally, it's going to make it worse and make it stick around 10 times longer.
We have the cutest pimple stickers these days. You should start having pimple stickers.
That would be smart.
Yeah.
Maybe that's next.
Yeah, because then you just let her be.
Let her be. And it'll last, instead of 2 weeks, it'll last like 3 days.
Yeah.
Don't pop it. I always say the visual. If you pop it, you just threw all that bacteria deeper and it's just going to like inflame and roar back up.
What if it's so clearly ready to be popped?
Then here's your tip of the day. Take 2 little Q-tips, do a warm compress on it, 2 little Q-tips, just roll it inwards.
Okay.
And let him just kind of come to the surface. If he doesn't, he's not ready.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Don't push him.
Those are those freaks out there that watch Dr. Pimple Popper. I cannot do it.
Whenever I used to like cut people's eyelids to get a Chilizian out. Oh, girl.
Oh, sick.
I'm sick.
I'm sick. I think everyone who can watch that is so sick. I'm like, if I'm scrolling like TikTok and something comes up where I know it's about to be a pimple pop, I would go, bleh, I can't do it.
Give it to me.
Oh God. Are there any of you freaks out there? Put this in a clip. You pimple poppers out there, you're sick. What do you like about it? Satisfying?
Well, yeah. I mean, whenever stuff just comes out, it's like a release, right? You're like, I got it. When you probably just made it worse, but it feels really nice in the moment.
I want to talk about where beauty is heading. And when you look at the industry like as a whole, what genuinely feels new and exciting right now?
I think the whole regenerative side.
Yeah.
I think there's like crazy stuff like Wharton's jelly and
What's that?
You get it from the umbilical cords and just some crazy regeneration and things that you can inject, like, when used correctly, once it gets approved, PDGF and Sculptra. Okay, I'm going to get nerdy. Ready?
Get nerdy.
Let's nerd out.
Get nerdy.
Why I love Sculptra is you can't overdo
Talk
someone.
nerdy to me. Go on.
Talk nerdy to me.
Okay, go.
I loved it. Okay. So Sculptra, it's this little sugar molecule, so it's very naturally occurring. And then you inject it into the skin. And what happens, they studied the genes of like the gene expressions that happen. And one was elastin. Great. Okay, it tightens the skin. It makes the skin more amazing and full. But then they found one called DKK1, which is like, if you look at the palm of your hands, you see how it never ages.
Yeah.
Like you could have a palm reading because it never changed, right? Oh, yeah. It looks shiny. It looks tight. All those lines, yes, you have lines, but they've been there your whole entire life.
Here from me lifting heavy weights, I got those callus.
You girl.
Go on.
So that same gene is what's expressed in Sculptra. So when they say there's a Sculptra glow, it's like legitimate. It's actually like taking pigmentation down and it's helping your skin glow and be smoother. So on top of like some loss where you have like a little bit of laxity in your skin and that tightening up and some volume loss, especially like if you've lost weight, it also helps. Like if you notice your skin looks better at the 8 weeks after and people are like, your skin looks amazing. Like it's actually the Sculptra. So I think regenerative medicine and understanding it better and how we can use it better and what level we should do it at is where I'm really excited. And like you can't overdo that. You can't make someone look like they don't already look.
Really?
Yeah, it's like so subtle. It makes them look refreshed and like their skin looks tighter. And
I've done Sculptra, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really nice.
I feel like I still am benefiting from it.
Oh yeah. And I love it along the jawline because this skin just gets really like kind of like bunchy. And if you pinch it, it doesn't have that same like turgor to it.
Yeah.
It's just, I think rejuvenation of using your own body because we're all freaking beautifully made. Like, let's harness that beauty. Like, we're strong, independent women.
Cord gel in my mouth. I regret saying that. Where do you put it?
You inject it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Where? In your face?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, I mean, a woman's body, I'll inject anything that comes out of a woman. Period blood, give it to me. Wasn't that a thing?
Yes, it was. It was a terrible thing.
Oh.
No. Just because it's natural doesn't mean it goes on your body.
Fine. God. What feels like a course correction from the last decade?
I think the filler over filling people's faces.
I feel like that's why it's under such scrutiny because it's been done wrong.
But if you can tell someone did it, it was done wrong.
Do you think filler will ever evolve or just be used differently?
I think I don't think regenerative medicine doesn't replace filler and filler doesn't replace regenerative medicine. I think they just like beautifully meld together.
Yeah.
And you might need less filler now that we can do regeneration, but you still need it. Like a deep fat pad loss, you can't do anything but fill that space.
Yeah.
That's period. A lip augmentation, you could put PRF gel, but it's only going to last like 4 weeks because your body's just going to break it down.
Right. What do you think like the habits will matter the most 5 years from now that we could do?
I think like internal work. So NAD.
I thought you'd be like, so therapy.
That too.
That too, but okay.
I think
NAD?
like thinking NAD.
Okay, I got NAD patches from
uh-huh.
Kind Patch.
Yeah.
I actually can't believe I'm not wearing one right now because I can see my little mark from it. I wear them. I actually find a big difference when I wear them.
I love it.
They have mood ones, they have puffiness ones, and I love them.
Oh, we love that.
Yeah.
I love nasal NAD.
Nasal NAD.
Because when you get in an IV, you feel like you have the flu. It's terrible.
Oh, it's awful.
I hate it.
I know
with
people
everything
say
in them.
inject it. I'm like,
No.
I've done it and I hate it.
Hate it.
That's why I like the patches.
Hate. Loathe.
Yes.
But the NAD, now it's just great systemic absorption. And I'm sure the patches are pretty good too, especially since they stay on. But
My patches stay on for 8 hours of my day.
amazing.
I love them. Okay, rapid fire, real short, and quick and dirty. One treatment you'd keep forever.
Botox.
I knew it. One request you wish would disappear.
Erase every line on my face.
Biggest green flag in a skincare routine.
Consistency over complexity.
Love that. Biggest red flag.
Beating your skin, like beating
bad
your skin
retinol?
up. Well, a bad retinol, and just beating your skin up whenever it shows one sign of like failing you. Or honestly, a red flag is thinking you can ever get rid of your pores.
Best advice for someone Botox curious but nervous.
Start low and slow. Go in with it with an open mind of like, obviously you want to make sure that you address what bothers you, but you don't overdo it and feel like and get brow droop.
Oof.
And, you want to just like,
I had brow droop when I got Botox in my 20s in Vancouver. And I was like, this looks fire because I had no lines in my head. And then I like looking back at photos, I was like, bitch, you couldn't even open your eyes. Yeah. My last question is, can Botox cause muscle atrophy over time? First of all, what that word?
what that word? That word is, so it means that the muscle gets like smaller over time.
Okay.
And I would tell you that the best and the worst thing about Botox is that it wears off and your muscles will start refiring, right? So the muscle are never going to be gone completely. And when they talk about muscle atrophy and they're looking at someone 20 years later, guess what atrophied? Everything. Your skin, your fat, maybe your part of your musculature. So is it the Botox necessarily that's causing that? Not necessarily. It's also the aging process. Now, when you put the muscle in timeout, is it going to like be not quite as strong and not come back as fast? Well, I think people wish that.
Yeah.
Or else I'd be out of a job.
Right.
But not really. And it's not really causing any issues that would be so substantial that you'd be like, oh, wow, look at that.
Is there any research that says it can enter the brain and disrupt our ability to feel without emotions?
No. I have talked to medical science liaison after medical science liaison of Botox, and all that has come back because they get any complaint, they get any like ill thing that's happened, and then they have to report it.
Yeah.
Right. So when I call them, they are like bound by law basically to tell me anything that has been reported.
Yes.
And I have called them so many times recently just to debunk every single myth out there.
Yeah.
To be like, no, there's no direct correlation with this. There's no direct correlation with this. Like, we can prove it. This has been studied for 30 effing years. Like, no,
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Clearing that up for me.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I remember some girl on Twitter years ago. She was like, I can't wait to see all the people in 10 years who have gotten Botox and filler and what's happening to them. And I was like, I'm on year 15.
Exactly.
I'm on year 15 and I just got all my blood work done and I'm healthy as a horse.
Quite literally. And because 1987, it's when Botox first came out.
1987? Botox came out in 1987?
Literally. It was studied even before then, but that's whenever it was like approved. So
Did
what?
not
That's
know
almost
that.
40 years.
Crazy. Wow. Okay. Was there anything that we didn't touch on that you wanted to touch on?
I think we nailed it.
You do? Okay. Well, thank you so much for all of your education and your information and your honesty.
Well, thank you for having me.
Now let's go laser my face.
Let's do it.